President Obama got an update on the Ebola crisis today. Afterward, he said the chances of an outbreak in the United States are extremely low, but he added, "We don't have a large margin for error." He said there will be additional screening of air travelers, for example. Dr. LaPook has more now about the U.S. response.
I'm going to be putting a lot of pressure on my fellow heads of state and government around the world to make sure that they are doing everything that they can to join us in this effort. We've got some small countries that are punching above their weight on this, but we've got some large countries that aren't doing enough.
Last month, the president announced a military mission to support the fight against Ebola. But the mission is taking time to ramp up. Goals included sending 3,000 forces. As of October 2nd, 231 were on the ground, training up to 500 healthcare providers a week. The training center will be operational by mid-month. Building as many as 17 Ebola treatment centers, each serving 100 patients. Construction has begun on 2, but completion is not expected until the end of October. Rear Admiral John Kirby is the Pentagon press secretary.
Are things moving along at the pace that you feel comfortable with?
Well, obviously, we'd always like to be, building more and doing more faster, but we do think that we're getting the resources in place. Weather's a challenge. Infrastructure there in Liberia is a challenge. The lack of paved roads outside Monrovia, that's a challenge. Just over the weekend, our construction engineers had to sit for hours and hours waiting for the rain to stop before they could finish their work on just leveling the ground.
The number of Ebola cases in West Africa is doubling about every 2 to 4 weeks. The rainy season is due to end in about 3 weeks, and that may help in the construction of those Ebola wards, but logistical issues will remain in countries with so little infrastructure.
And we should mention the nurse in Spain is in stable condition. John, thanks very much.